The Palmengarten in Frankfurt, Germany. Tom Wolfe, Handout If fielding calls from the office while on vacation is part of your job, then can the inverse be true as well? Absolutely, according to a growing contingent of professionals who are leveraging business travel as an opportunity for me time abroad. We all work so hard, and so many people don't even use their time off, says Rice Espiritu, who often traveled while working for a Canadian university. Tacking vacation onto a work trip is one way around that. On the tail end of a business trip that included stops in Asia and Australia, Ms. Espiritu says she made the most of her time on the other side of the globe by adding a few extra days to the itinerary in Sydney. There, she strolled along the coastal trail that connects the city's beaches, took in the iconic harbour views and otherwise played tourist. It was the exact opposite of the fundraising meetings that brought her there, and that was precisely the point. Hot on the heels of the staycation, bleisure, travel, extending a business trip to also incorporate a mini vacation, is the latest strategy adopted by time-crunched professionals looking to cram a holiday into their schedules. If your job leads somewhere exciting, why not take advantage of being there? After all, you've worked for it. Story continues below. Advertisement. Jared Gordon, a founding partner at management consulting firm Faculty of Change, says taking time to explore the sites can end up being good for business, too. Even if you have just an hour and a half, you can do a museum and end up with something great to talk about at dinner that night with your clients. Given the intensity of work travel, and the inevitable catch-up necessary upon return, setting aside time for mental recuperation is also an effective way to prevent burnout. Work trips are not 9 to 5, Ms. Espiritu says. So the biggest relief during my extra days was that I was on my own schedule. And a little R. San Francisco. The Grace Cathedral hosts yoga sessions scored by live music. Courtesy of Grace Cathedral, Handout. Leave it to a city that's home to both big tech and abundant natural scenery to bring some calm to your hustle. Hikers looking for the smell of sea breeze should head to Fort Funston, a beach with trails that meander along the adjacent bluffs. Or, strike a tree pose in town. Grace Cathedral hosts transcendental yoga on the Labyrinth classes scored by live music each Tuesday night. Shanghai. The Alila Yangshuo is a former sugar mill that's now a wellness resort. Courtesy of Alila Yangshuo, Handout. China's financial hub boasts an impressive neon skyline, but to achieve your own glow, plan a trip to sugar mill turned wellness resort Alila Yangshuo. Avid climbers can conquer the nearby karst mountains, but even those just looking for a massage are sure to appreciate the summits as a scenic backdrop. Back in the city, Antor's cooking class teaches you to make your own dim sum, a tactile cultural experience that ends with a tasty reward. Chicago. The Air Ancient Baths repurpose a 19th-century brick factory as a grand bathhouse. Courtesy of Air Ancient Baths, Handout. Industrial architecture has never looked as chic as at the Air Ancient Baths, which repurpose a 19th-century brick factory in the style of grand ancient bathhouses. Move from icy cold to saltwater thermal pools, then finish off with a Himalayan salt wrap spa treatment. An hour outside the city, former Illinois Institute of Technology director Mies van der Rohe's Glass and Steel Farnsworth House, open for tours April to November, inspires its own kind of calm. Frankfurt. The Palmengarten Botanical Gardens encompass 22 hectares of plants from around the world. Tom Wolfe, Handout. The Palmengarten Botanical Gardens, which host concerts in summer and light shows around Christmas, encompass 22 hectares of plants drawn from various global climates. To admire more local scenery, book a bike rental and follow the green belt along the Nidda River, or stop into Bike Shop and Café Parrots. Story continues below. Advertisement. Story continues below. Advertisement. London. The GOF Trumper offers a luxurious barber experience.